Freaking A. Just, yeah. Anyways, hey guys, this is Riverstar12, and this is a Wi-Fi battle with the TinyRaccoon for reececups100's tournament. And, yeah, this is, a pretty good match. There was a bit of hacks, but it kind of all evened out, so not that big of a deal, you know? Whatever. Yeah, so, yeah. I extreme speed, and he leads off with that thing, and I'm like, oh, of course, figures, you know? And, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I don't care. So now I go into Manaphy, and I figure he'd sucker punch or something, so I sub, and he taunts, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever. You're gonna die anyway, boy. And he sucker punches, and yeah, that's not gonna, it's gonna break my sub, whatever. And I kill it with a useless crit, of course. And I'm like, whatever, don't care. So now it goes into Skeptile, and I'm like, okay, go into Scizor. And he Leaf Blades, and Scizor, like, takes it like a beast. And all that stuff. And, yeah, now I'm gonna U-turn as he goes into Slowbro. And U-turn does half and stuff, so I think I'm going into Azelf. That's right. Not I think, I know I go into Azelf, because I just saw it. So I'm going to U-turn here, and he goes into Wall Rain. I'm like, okay, I've seen Wall Rain be used. I'm sure I know what it does and all that stupid stuff. And whatever, you know? So I was kind of, like, thinking, though. I'm like, isn't it supposed to be used on Hail? I was kind of like, you know what, whatever, you know? And it uses Hail, and I'm like, oh, swell, you know? So I'm like, okay, well, it knows Hail. I'm really just trying to take a mental note of its moveset. I'm like, okay, and now he knows Protect. So I'm really just trying to figure out what he knows, so that way I can think up what to do, you know? So that's what I'm doing, and he switches now, and he goes into Slowbro. And I used Double Hit, because I wanted to see if it would do anymore, which I don't think it would have, but you know what, whatever, who cares. And, yeah. So, I'm not sure what I do here. I think, I go for the U-turn, which I probably could have used Bullet Punch, but you know what, I don't care. And I go into Rotom, because that's what Rotom does, and I love Rotom, and he's like my favorite right next to Manaphy, Manaphy, and Celebi. And it's kind of weird, but it's not because I don't even know what I'm going to say, but Rotom's cool. I liked it before it had all its appliance forms. Manaphy's always been so cool and awesome and stuff. And I really don't think he thought I was going to be faster than Togekiss. I think he thought I was like the standard set or something, or whatever, or I was choice specs, but I wasn't, and whatever. So now I'm going to go into Scizor and whatever, and he's going to Leaf Blade, and he gets a crit, but it doesn't matter, and all that stuff, so yeah. So, I roost here, and he goes back into Togekiss, and I'm going to be able to kill Togekiss with a Bullet Punch, and all that stuff, and yeah. That's really what happens. So, now he's going to go out into Porygon Z, who gets a special attack boost, and I'm like, I don't care, you know? I figure this thing is spexed or something, or scarfed, or whatever Porygon Z runs. I'm figuring it's choiced. And he kills me. And I'm figuring it's choiced just because most Porygon Z are. I figured, you know. So I go into Rotom, just because. And I go Thunderbolt, even though I should have predicted him going into Skeptile and gone Overheat. But you know what? I just wanted to be safe. And so now I go into Zelf, and he uses Leaf Blade, and that does a lot to his Zelf. And now he's actually faster than me, so he's going to kill his Elf, which sucks. And I'm like, no, his Elf. And right there I was kind of thinking, I'm like, I don't know if I can pull this off. Really, I think I can, but my main thing against Walrein, my last resort, was going to be Choice Band Explosion coming from his Elf, which would have done a lot and would have killed it. But now I was kind of thinking, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? And, so now I go Overheat, and it doesn't do that much, and I totally should have used Thunderbolt. I'm like, ugh. because whatever. I should have used Shadow Ball actually, but you know what? Whatever. Just whatever. So yeah. Now I'm going into Porygon 2 and all that stupid stuff, and this is going to be extremely annoying. I think just about right here. Because I'm going to trace Ice Body, so I'm going to be getting health back as along as with him. And this is really lame and boring and annoying, and when I wished I would have had like something stronger or that could boost my special attacks, so that way it would have been faster. But you know what, whatever. What can I do? And yeah, so I'm kind of just discharging, hoping that I can get some, like, I don't know, just get some kill. So I know 3 of his moves, and I really don't know what the last one is. I was kind of trying to figure it out. I wasn't sure, and he did go for Ice Beam, so I was kind of thinking, I'm like, okay, well, wouldn't he want to have Blizzard? But since he does have to set up Hail himself, whatever. But now he protects, and the Hail stops, and I'm thinking, okay, well, what am I going to do? Not sure. So I discharge, and I don't know really what he's going to do one bit. And I get the paralyze, so I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to be able to kill it. And he rests. I'm like, wait, his last move is rest. Wow. And I actually forgot that he was the one that set up Hail and that he was protecting. So I was kind of thinking, like, is this like thing rest talk or something? Which was stupid for me, but he wasn't. And it was kind of obvious, but oh well, you know. So discharge does a good amount, and all that shenanigans, whatever, don't care. And he actually goes faster than me that time, so I was wondering if he was going for a protect or something, you know. And I hit him with that discharge and all that stuff, and I don't know what I'm hoping. And so I discharge, and that almost takes him out, but he is going to wake up, which sucks, and he's going to rest. And I'm like, it was just all I was thinking. I was like, man, wish he wouldn't have woken up, because it just would have been better, you know. And whatever, so I'm going to discharge now, just trying to repeat the thing all over again, and actually kind of hoping he had already gotten a crit against me. He had gotten, yeah, that's right. He did get crit against me, I think. Well, I don't know. I know that the crits evened out, because I get a crit right there, and I think he had gotten 2 and I had gotten 2. Whatever. I know that one didn't matter because of the fact that I did have Rotom, and Rotom's Thunderbolt would have been like able to kill it. I don't know if it would have been a 1-hit KO, but it would have been at least a 2-hit KO. I think the hacks evened out. I'm trying to think, and I can't. But whatever. You know what? Whatever. Even if it didn't, that crit didn't change the outcome one bit, because now he's going to go into Porygon Z, and I'm going to be able to live the Tri-Attack and kill it off. So, great game, dude. Sorry, not the man. We're going to have another battle since I recorded this one over that. So, sorry, man. Look for other battles and parts of my playthrough. So, rate, comment, sub, guys, and peace out.